Select committees are enormously important. They're important within politics and also for those working in public affairs and public relations and other professions surrounding politics. The role of select committees means that they have a very powerful and influential role in holding the government to account on the one hand, but also in making reports and conducting research which informs what the government may or may not do regarding issues such as regulation of industries or other policy areas. Once all of the chairs are in place, it's for each party and its whips to, by their own internal process, decide which of their MPs they'd like to sit on each committee. Now, typically, MPs from the smaller parties are represented more on the large committees simply because there are more members, or on the ones which are most relevant to their remit. So you'd expect the SNP, for example, to be given more spaces on the Scottish Affairs Committee. Once all the chairs and once all of the MPs are in place, it's really important to know the political persuasions and the interests of those MPs, because that's going to give a flavour of which inquiries they're likely to hold and the sorts of questions they're going to want to ask each of them in committee hearings as the Parliament continues. As soon as the chairs of each of the committees have been announced, the parties, through their internal mechanisms, will decide which MPs from their parties will be the members that make up those committees. Now, you're likely to find the smaller parties are overrepresented on committees with more members on, simply because there are more spaces to go around, or also on committees that are relevant to their remit. So, for example, the SNP on the Scottish Affairs Committee. It's really, really interesting, it's really important to look at the political persuasions and also the campaigning issues of those MPs and those chairs once they're revealed to the House, because that will give a flavour of which inquiries they're likely to hold in the Parliament and the sorts of reports they're going to be publishing, the sorts of questions they're going to be asking.